Fruit of the Loom put out this really cool video ad talking about how every 7.3 seconds a man takes a selfie with his shirt off, and they put it up. And I don't know if you saw this ad campaign, but it was such a great way to have a funny spin on something that's definitely happening and unique to this generation. I mean, I can't remember my dad ever having a conversation about needing to have abs and put pictures up shirtless. That was just never something going on. And it's very with it. It's very understanding what's going on in the world, talking to a specific audience of people with a witty message that is going to be relatable. And what's the coolest part about the ad is any brand could have done this. They didn't even need a budget for this ad. It could have been done on the cheap, easy. This is all user-generated content. I'm kicking my creative director because they didn't think of it first, and we could have saved a fortune and had great word of mouth from this ad campaign. Vons with an ad. Look at this one, guys. You absolutely, positively, the most tone-deaf ad I've maybe ever seen on Instagram. Quite possibly the worst ad I've seen on Instagram of all time. I have this in my feed right next to a picture of my wife, next to a picture of college friends, right next to a picture of work colleagues, and then boom! Bright red, graphic design, pure graphics, totally out of place, totally irrelevant to what I'm looking at, completely disengaging, the most obvious sign of an ad. I bet that they have a 1 second view time because people accidentally spend 1 second watching this ad. Look, the reason that this ad doesn't work is because ads on Instagram and Facebook are supposed to look like organic posts. Zuckerberg said so himself. You want them to blend into the feed and make it a organic, consistent experience on the platform. Ads like this snap people out of the enjoying casual process of absorbing content and force them to tighten up and scroll. That's not the experience you want. You want them to have a consistent experience that is something they enjoy. It's the reason that influencers work, because I always see this person's content and it looks like the type of content that I already enjoy, and now, oh, it's an ad, okay, I'll keep going, but I'm not totally taken out of this environment of content absorption. This is jarring in that it's so different and tone deaf from everything else I'm looking at. It's not an effective way to advertise. I realize you've got a budget, but not knowing how to spend it is not a good excuse. You can spend, if you have 100% of the money, instead of spending it all on ads and none of it on creative, spend 60% of it on creative and 40% of it on ads, and you're gonna see a way better ROAS than any other way of doing it. It's just the way it is. Non-creative ads are not going to help your brand. MGM Resorts has this really great ad campaign where they're remaking love songs for the gay community. And it's really a wonderful way to wrap your arm around a community of people in a way that's endearing and not fake in any way. And it doesn't have to be an event with major record labels doing remakes of big songs. It could be any number of different ideas locally or nationally. You can figure out a way to be creative and put something in a smaller scale for yourself and endear an audience to your brand. It's such a great way to share positivity and love for a community of people that are so passionate, and I am really just a big fan of them doing it. And if you haven't seen the ad, I would encourage you to go on YouTube and look it up. It's really a very positive message, and it's going to do nothing but put good vibes out there for MGM Resorts. If you look at the way this Curology ad starts, I'm going to play it a couple times here. It's really amazing. Like, watch the ad slide through. That's the way you want to start your ad. Not only is it eye-catching and different, but it is relatable. I am on my phone looking at someone looking at their phone, clearly looking through photos on their phone. If I'd made this ad, I'd be so proud of it because it tells the story, it creates mystery early, promises a solution later, and that's one of the leading elements of an ad that can work so well. And they do such a good job of leading me and hinting at a solution to a problem early and then getting to it later at the end without showing a clear after photo. It's just her walking in the sun, being happy, talking about how it changed her life. I mean, really, one of the main benefits to this ad is it's not something that you can really fake that easy. I mean, she had the before pictures and now she's got the after. I am very surprised that it got approved. If this was a picture, there's a 0% chance it would have got approved, but good for them. And the ad's really nice. I'm sure it's doing really well for them. And if you can figure out a creative way to do before afters like this, or invest in creative to have it done properly, I would highly recommend it because I'm sure it's doing great for them. I've got to talk about the Gillette ad that's roaming around. They changed their tagline after 30 years. Change one word and have it mean something totally different, and you still get to leverage this incredible trigger that you've spent 30 years creating. The best a man can get is Gillette, and the best a man can be is Gillette for 2019, and it's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't change anything. They did it unbelievable. And this is why you hire copywriters. This is why you hire ad agencies. This is what you want for your brand. If I'm Gillette, I'm over the moon because I get to leverage all the work that's been done the generation before and send this message that needs to be sent in 2019. This is listening. It means that they understand you as the consumer, the things that are going through your mind, and they relate to you, and it bonds you with them in a way that other razor brands simply haven't come up with. Here's an influencer ad for Calm. They've got a guy in the pool and he's my anxiety and stress, and then a guy jumps in, kicks him in the head, and that's Calm. And then they say, downloading Calm is a game changer for stress relief, #ad. This is a really nice organic ad to the feed. It looks like the kind of content that they post all the time and fits right in, but they've got the branding on there. If I'm the brand, I'm gonna see good engagement from this, and probably creating a lot of curiosity about what the heck Calm is and getting me to click through and look at it more. This is the reason you hire influencers. They've got a captive audience that's probably struggling with sleep or calming down of any kind, and they need a product like this, so they've inserted it right into the correct audience of people.